was walking around in downtown Chicago and a group of men drove past me and yelled "stuck up bitch" at me. Since the election, I wanted to point out that the way that men catcall me and other women that I know has felt a lot more aggressive and bold, to the point where I'm scared that at some point they're going to pull over and try to pull me into the car. I don't know if anyone else has noticed this or has stories about it, but I feel like it's dangerous because before it used to be, oh, where are you going? You're so pretty. And now it's like, you're a bitch. I'm out to get you. And it's really terrifying as well.
Yeah, and you know what, lady? Not over the past 2 months, but the past 4 years, this whole country feels less safe because of the destructive policies of the Biden administration and how liberals and progressives and the left has been running this country into the ground. What's going on, guys? It's Red Channels, your humble guide on the Trump 2024 revenge tour. Before we get into this video, please consider giving it a like, sharing, subscribing, going down in the description section, and subbing me on Patreon if you haven't already. And before we dive right in, a brief word from our first sponsor, Classic Cut Suits. Classic Cut Suits. Have you looking fresh? Have you looking sharp? Have you styling on the vintage fashion community? Holla at your boy, Classic Cut Suits. Go down to the description section of this video and go to classiccutsuits.com to make your first purchase.
Am I the only one that just wants to cry all the time? I'm so stressed about what's happening, and I just go on TikTok and I just see all this shit that's happening, and it just makes me want to just curl into a little ball and die. I'm literally looking into schools in Germany right now, which feels a little ironic, but because I just feel like I can't stay here. What is happening? And everybody's just going about their lives like nothing's wrong. And I'm freaking the fuck out. I'm crashing out. And I just have to go to school and do my homework and go to work and just act like nothing's happening. But I'm scared. I'm so scared. And I feel like nobody understands what is happening right now.
Even if you don't give a fuck about humanitarian aid and all the things that USAID does, you should care that shuttering it is a national security concern. A fucking big one on multiple fronts. But do you? No, because you're in a cult, and so you don't understand anything except what dear leader tells you. You should be concerned.
The first flight of immigrants to Guantanamo Bay takes off today. A prison that, in history, has held a max capacity of less than 800 people will be housing over 30,000 immigrants. Do you know what other guy had a 30,000 bed concentration camp? I'll give you a minute to guess. Human beings are not illegal. Human beings cannot be illegal, especially on stolen land. If you look like me, you're an immigrant. If you look like me, if you look like this, you are an immigrant. You are here on stolen land because a bunch of people that look like this decided to off a bunch of brown people that already lived here. Okay? And if you want, what I think is so fucking crazy is a lot of these people from Arizona that think this way, that think oh my God, get rid of the illegals! Bitch, you are the illegal one. Have you ever noticed, I bet you've never been to Mexico, but have you ever noticed how all of the buildings and architecture and everything in Arizona is very similar to Mexico? No? Weird, I wonder why. Texas, you guys are get out of my land! Bitch, you're in fucking a piece of Mexico! Texas was part of Mexico, and then they became their own fucking little piece of land, and then they became a part of the United States, because the United States stole them from Mexico! You dumb little, it's so easy to look this shit up on a history thing, you just Google it. Google American history, Google the history of Texas, Google the history of Mexico. You guys are dumb. People cannot be illegal. People cannot be illegal. This land was stolen from Native Americans.
This is who you waited for. This is who you waited for. Look, you're proud. I came here legally. I've been paying taxes. Now I need to come back to war in my country, to bombs every day minding you. I'm gonna leave my dogs here. I cannot take them. This is who you waited for. My dad is gonna stay here. They're gonna separate our family. This is who you fucking waited. Are you proud of it? Illegally people only? Bad people only? Nos flash. This is who you waited for.
Not gonna lie, Donald Trump is who I voted for. And I'm not ashamed of it. But hey, girl, you're kind of cute. When the ICE agents come, you can crash in my apartment.
You know how people kept saying that we need to tell Elon to go back to South Africa? Well, here's the thing. Like, he's not native to South Africa. And personally, I wouldn't wish that on South Africans. We must remember that he is a Afrikaner. And Afrikaners are the Dutch that colonized South Africa. So we should be telling him to go back to the Netherlands. And you know what's really interesting? He's gonna get a trip back there for free. Oh, it's amazing how that works, isn't it? Oh, enjoy.
As this country continues to crumble, I want everyone to remember that we could have had Bernie. We could have had Bernie Sanders taking care of us, being the grandpa that we all fucking need. That man cares. On his TikTok, his bio says, not me, us. Us! Now we're gonna be in a fucking oligarchy because all of you thought that you're gonna magically get rich like these men. No. No. Watch. While we all fucking suffer and our country crumbles, remember, we could have had Bernie.
I don't give a damn what the government has to say, what a Cheeto Puff has to say, and what his little rich minions have to say. It is Black History Month. Period.
It's always some white man in my DMs who is just like, if only you didn't hate on Trump, then maybe I could show you a good time. Stay away from me, white man!
I don't think any man wants you.
Youch, that's callous, but I gotta admit she does seem high maintenance and annoying, to say the least.
Currently living in this hellscape that you uneducated asshats voted for. I damn sure didn't vote for this shit. Let me explain what this hellscape is looking like for the average American. Or at least, from my perspective anyway. Let me rephrase that. As an American middle class, here's my experience thus far. And this is not even counting me individually. I have a transgender son who I've literally been fighting for years with the schools. Finally get him in a position where things are going well and now his rights are stripped. I have a husband who literally just became disabled right in the midst of all of this. We hope it's temporary and we don't know. We have many more surgeries to go and we're uninsured. And now there's all these fucking games about yanking aid. Oh no, it's back. Oh, we'll see. Disturbing and dangerous games. Y'all fucking voted for this shit. Okay. So what am I supposed to do with a disabled husband when I lose my home? What are we supposed to do? Thank you so much, Republicans. I don't want to hear you fucking whining when it hits you. Don't fucking say a word.
Dear Mr. President of fear and division, you're not fit to lead. You belong in a prison. What kind of weak person attacks the transgender community? You think you have all the power? You're about to see true mutiny. You couldn't get elected without gerrymandering and voter suppression. Oh, look, another Republican president sending us right into a recession. Less than 2 weeks in, and chaos ensues. Fox Entertainment brainwashing our elderly. F you, fake news. Taxes from undocumented workers, over 96 billion per year. You sure healed from that attempt. No scar on your ear. How dare you blame DEI for the loss of lives on 5342? There were children on that plane. It's not about you. To make yourself feel big and larger than life, you spew hatred and lies with a presidential pen like a knife. New concentration camps, so many will die. Don't wait till they come for you. This is a battle cry. Control a woman's body, take away her rights, abolish marriage equality, get ready for a fight. Dear Mr. President of fear and division, Putin is playing you to create this collision. You can censor our social media. We will find a way around it. Love is stronger than hate. We will not quit. We won't back down. This is the people's land. Equality for all is what we demand.
Whatever was more important than my son, your granddaughters, whatever it was, I hope you get it. If it was cheaper gas prices, cheaper eggs, more guns, Greenland, now for some reason, I hope you get that. All of it. Or else it was all for nothing, right? That's not true. It's not even true. I hope you suffer, honestly. I do. And before you tell me how cruel that is, hoping doesn't do anything. I hope for lots of things that don't happen. You know what gets things done is voting. And you fucking betrayed them. All of them. So many people. And whatever it is you betrayed them for, I don't know. I hope it's worth it. I hope it's good to you. And it probably will be. It probably will be. Because that's what you wanted. And you knew. But I'll never forgive you for it. Ever.
Republicans think cute winter boots means guns. I've had comments on my post and I've seen comments on other posts. What Republicans are telling other Republicans is that we are getting guns and we are rounding up all the immigrants and that we're going to overthrow the government. That is not what cute winter boots means. We are not talking about guns. So just be aware that when we are talking about cute winter boots, that's what the Republicans are thinking is going to happen. They are now twisting our narrative and spreading false information, like always.
I have absolutely no idea what this woman is talking about. I am just very aware of that giant piece of metal sticking through her nose and her radioactive pink colored hair. That's like basically all I can pay attention to. I don't even care about the little TikTok slogans people are saying this and that. Man, I might be a young person, but my generation is so over. If this is news to people, she's got to blow the whistle off. This is not what we mean on blah 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 blah. This phrase flying around on TikTok, man. I would not go on TikTok if it weren't for these compilations. So, if it weren't for sometimes occasionally finding material when I don't take it from somewhere else. But anyways, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give this video a like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Consider going down into the description section of this video and subbing me on Patreon, or alternatively, going to our first sponsor, Classic Cut Suits, and making your first purchase. Anyways, that's it for this video, and Red Channels will catch you in the next one.